that's May the 5th, and it's Cinco de Mayo today, so happy Cinco de Mayo. We are learning about ocean animals this week, and we started talking about sharks yesterday and decided to focus in on one shark, which is the great white shark. So we filled out our pictorial and we labeled the parts a shark has. We'll just review them real quick. Fins, there's one up here too. Eyes, 2 eyes. Ears, just like flat ear holes. Nostrils, teeth, gills, scales, which are also called denticles. So a shark has scales that are called denticles. A tail, and that's what we labeled so far. So now I'm going to give you more information so you can become an expert about great white sharks. Great white sharks are the largest predatory fish on the earth. They grow to anywhere between 15 to 20 feet long and can weigh up to 5,000 pounds. That's really, really long and really, really heavy. So this is a picture of a great white shark. And if you look kind of closely here, you can see just how big he is. He's very wide and very long, and his mouth is really big. Okay? So they get to be large animals. Great white sharks are called great white sharks because of their white underbellies. Their upper bodies are gray, which helps them blend in with the rocky sea floor. So remember that word camouflage? Well, a shark's ability to camouflage is all based on its back, or the top of the shark, which is that gray color, because it blends in with rocks on the rocky sea floor. And it's called a great white shark because this underbelly, also here, this belly area, this underbelly, is white. So that's why it's called a great white shark. Okay. Great white sharks have gills to help them filter oxygen in the water. This is how they breathe. So a great white shark can open its really big mouth, and it can let the water flow through its gills, and it can filter out the oxygen or the air to help it breathe. That's what its gills are for. The gills are on the side of its head here. They look like little cuts or slits in the side. But remember, they act as a filter to pull the oxygen out of the water. You can see in our picture too, we drew the gills on side of the head. I like this picture. It looks like the shark is smiling. Sharks have nostrils to smell for prey. They don't use their nostrils to breathe air, but use it just to smell for food. They have an exceptional sense of smell, which helps them smell their prey. That means they can smell really, really well. They can smell a little drop of blood in the water from very far away. That's how they can find their prey, can smell them. Great white sharks have about 300 teeth. These teeth are serrated, which means jagged like a saw. Serrated front teeth help the great white grab and cut their food. Their other teeth will replace any front teeth that may break, wear down, or fall out. So sharks are actually always losing their teeth, and they have plenty of teeth that move forward to replace the ones that they lose. And they don't really chew their food. They just kind of tear it apart and swallow big chunks whole. Kind of crazy to think about. Great white sharks have sharp teeth to help them catch and tear their food. When great white sharks are young, they eat fish and stingrays. But when they get older and larger, they need to eat bigger animals. They usually hunt for seals and sea lions. Great white sharks do not hunt humans. Attacks on humans are a case of mistaken identity, meaning that sharks mistook the human for a seal. So I have mixed feelings about this picture. I really like it because it shows how big the mouth is and how wide it can open. It shows all those teeth in there, but it makes the shark look very scary. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're in the water and you see a shark, you do not want to be close to it. But sometimes we hear terrible stories about sharks attacking humans. But a lot of times what happens is a shark might bite a human on the arm or the leg, and once it tastes the human, it spits it out. It doesn't like the way it tastes. But a shark, when it looks up and sees something on the surface, might think that that something is a seal or a sea lion, but really it's a surfer on a surfboard, or it's someone swimming. So sharks don't go after humans on purpose. They're not trying to attack humans. Usually it's an accident. All right. Great white sharks feed on seals and sea lions. This is a picture of a sea lion. But these ocean animals are very fast and agile. This means that they are challenging animals for a great white shark to catch. A great white shark can go a month without eating. So if a great white shark was to catch a seal or a sea lion, you can go, oh, so sad. And it is a little sad, but we know that the great white sharks have to eat something. But if they eat a seal, they can actually last 1 full month without having to eat again. So I know how you feel. The seals and sea lions are so cute, and it makes us so sad that a shark has to eat them. Know how you feel. All right, let's take a little break. Shark break. Get them. That was a nice break. All right, let's keep going. A baby great white shark is called a pup. When a great white shark is born, it's about 5 feet long. It will grow to be about 4 times that size. When a great white shark pup is born, it swims away from its mother immediately. A mother great white can give birth to 10 to 12 pups at a time. Pups take a long time to grow and mature, which makes them a target for larger predators. What that means is that when they first are born, this is a really rare picture of a mom and a baby together, because when a baby comes out or a pup comes out, usually they swim away because even the mother might attack its own pup. So when a pup is born, it has to swim away and start hunting on its own. And a lot of baby great white sharks only live the first year of their life or less, because they end up getting eaten by a bigger predator. All right. A great white shark is shaped like a torpedo and has a powerful tail. This helps them propel or shoot through the water at speeds of up to 15 miles per hour. Swimming this fast is what sometimes leads them to breaching when they try catching their prey. So they can swim really, really fast compared to other animals in the ocean. That helps them catch their food, like the seals and the sea lions that are fast and agile swimmers. Great white sharks can leap or jump out of the water to catch its food. A great white can swim at such high speeds that as it swims up towards the surface to catch a seal, it ends up leaping out of the water. When a shark leaps out of the water, we call this breaching. If a great white is scared, it may also breach. So another animal that breaches is a whale. And they jump out of the water and they just flop back down in. So the reason a great white shark breaches is usually because it's swimming so fast up towards the surface to catch a seal or a sea lion that it ends up flying out of the water. And it will come slamming back down. Ooh, this is a big map, kind of like the one that we did yesterday. Great white sharks are found in cool coastal waters all over the world. Scientists do not know how many great white sharks are left in the world, but they do know the number of them is decreasing or going down. Humans fishing too much is taking food away from great white sharks, and these sharks are sometimes accidentally caught in fishing nets. They aren't considered an endangered animal yet, but are considered a vulnerable animal. So that means that they're not considered an endangered species yet, but there's such few numbers of them left that they're considered vulnerable, which means they could be an endangered species soon. And when I talk about fishing, I don't mean like you and I going out and fishing with a fishing rod as a problem. What I'm talking about is big nets coming in and taking so much fish out of the water that it doesn't leave enough for the baby sharks or other sharks to get food. I'll put this big one up here. All right, now I'm going to show you two different pictures and I want to know your opinion. So this is an opportunity for you to write out your opinion and you can explain why you think the way you do. So it needs to be probably 2 or 3 sentences or even more. So let me show you the first picture. So in your opinion, do you think what this person is doing is a good idea or a bad idea? Would you ever swim in the open water, the open ocean with a great white shark? Now that you've learned about sharks and you know that they have sharp teeth, they're predators, they're fast, they're strong, they're big, would you do what this person is doing? Try to touch one? If yes, why would you do that? If no, why not? Why would you or why wouldn't you want to do that? Now let me show you the second picture. Would you swim near great white sharks if you were in a cage underwater? So if you look carefully in the background over here, you can see humans inside a cage underwater looking at this great white shark and filming it or taking pictures. So the cage might offer the people some protection against a great white shark if it was to go up and try to taste them. So would you be willing to do this? Do you think this is a good idea? Yes or no? If you think you would want to do this, touch the great white shark, you can write about that. I would like to touch a great white shark. If you would like to watch them in a cage underwater, you can write that. I would like to watch them in a cage underwater. If you don't want to do either of these things, like Mrs. Phillips, I don't need to do either of those things. I would write, I would not like to be in the water with a great white shark. So you state your opinion, but then you have to explain why. So I would say, I would not want to be in the water with great white sharks because I am scared it would try to bite me, or I am scared it would chase me. Okay, so give your reason why. You can even give 2 reasons why. Draw a picture that matches, okay? So that's a little activity that you can do today. And take the information you learned. If you made a pictorial yourself, you can add information to your chart or you can add new facts that you know about sharks that maybe I didn't talk about. Okay, now it's time to check in with Trixie for Trixie's Treasure of the Day. All right, now it's time to check in with Trixie for Trixie's Treasure of the Day.
Trixie's Treasure of the Day!
Let's see what she wants to say today. Oh, good one, Trixie. It says, remember, just keep swimming. I know I've heard that before. I think what she might mean is, even if times get tough or there are challenges in your way, don't give up. Just keep trying. So just keep swimming today. Don't give up. Even if something's hard, keep going. Have a great afternoon.